we're in the FG Ute, and it's a hot day. Oh, that sun is blaring today. I'm not going to be in here too long. So I've put the ICC unit in just before, just for checking distances with that new stereo I've got, but it's sitting out too close to this T-bar, and this is in the way. So what I want to do is I'm going to do a video on how to remove this console. I've got a brand new lid off eBay, well, not brand new, a very good used second-hand one, because it looks like someone's been with a pen just sitting there punching the crap out of it. Don't know why some people do that, but anyway, so I'm going to replace that lid anyway. But I'm going to be removing this console, maybe giving it a bit of a clean up while it's out, see how they come out, and go from there. The first thing I want to do is try and get this boot cover off. Oh, I just popped out there already, because all these things are just cosmetic covers, obviously, to hide all the nasty bits of metal and make it look all nice and pretty. But looks like they're just clips in with that section. Oh, you can see underneath. That's in really good condition, that. I don't know if that's like vinyl or fake leather or whatever. So that, obviously you can't get it past there. So next we'll have to be removing down off there for a second. Okay, that looks like it pops. One sec. Okay, I can see underneath it a bit more now. So this plastic clip, I reckon, pops off and down. What else have we got here? Oh, here's the bottom bit. It's probably a circlip or something under here. Where are we? Yeah, there's a circlip under there. Looks like it's a rare version. Yeah, I can see it. Just a little clip. We always make sure you keep your clips. This is a good part just here, where the money is. And a clip. And there she goes. Right there. Rip off the boot, which way it goes. And we've already released the T-bar closed section. There's not much to them, is there? Let's leave that there for now. Okay, next, I think I'll tackle this cup holder where I just put that clip. Most things are just clips and squashy in parts. Let's see if this will just pop out. Ow. I just burnt my hand before, so the other day, and I still got a blister there. There you go. Another bit of plastic to throw aside. Ow. See the blister I got? That's a stinger. When you're foaming, put your finger tight on something. Yeah, anyway. Alright, so you got a deeper cup holder if you want, but this doesn't have the inners to hold the cup tight. But so you could even do a mod and do some sort of plastic centerpiece that goes all the way up and have deeper cup holders if you really wanted. There's always ways you can make things to suit your own preferences when you've got your own car. Okay, this is probably another clip thing. Oh, look at that, just freaking just comes off straight away. That looks like, I've always got two plastic open holes. Can't see in there too well, might have to put my torch on. But that's off already. I'll put the torch on 1 sec. Torch on. Let's see under here. Is she dirty? I haven't been under here yet. Inside an FGU console. Okay, I'll keep going. Okay, so next I see there's already a little bit of a pried or coming apart out section, so it most likely pop. So they're all just plastic bits and pieces covering up lots of other stuff. So you could probably do the same thing on the other side. Look for an edge. See, there's no edge on this one. It's not pried open or even partly open, so trying to let's get a screwdriver under the lip. Where are we? Pop her open, she goes. And she's popped. There's another section of the console. I'm really interested even just to see behind here and see all of its mechanisms and how much room we got to play with behind the actual console. Because obviously if I have to mod this, even take a bit of metal along here off, I want to see how much I got to play with. So this whole console needs to come off. That antenna that comes underneath your ICC, seeing that it's up here, so you should be able to just grab it, and there's your antenna. Another part to removing, because you don't want to be, see, these things just move around, brittle around, they're not super strong. The main thing is, even if you haven't got no advice when pulling something apart, just look for weaknesses and movement, and that can also give you some indication of where something might be clipped in. Because when things are screwed in, if that was screwed in, that would be tight like that, and you wouldn't be able to budge it. But when they're clips and click up parts, sometimes you can just get a bit of a hint with moving part of the item. Okay, next on this console, because I'm going to replace it anyway, we're going to take it off. This is like a sort of, would you call it a cage or a bracket or something like that, but you got to take out these 6 screws, they're all Phillips, and then that'll pop off, and then you lower the console lid down, and then just straight up, and it'll come off. Okay, so all the screws are loosened. This will just try to get the screws in there, so they will come out once, and we'll stick them in there. Now you should be able to just turn this down, and this will pop straight off. Too easy, but that lid's not going back on. I don't like it with all these freaking bumps everywhere, so that can go in the trash. So let's have a look what's next. This handbrake lever should be also clipped. So just maybe push it sideways or something. Have a look. Because these are clipped. I think I just broke that, so don't do that. I've got another one anyway. Yeah, I just broke it. So there's my fault on video. Show you that. Yeah. And that'll pull off like that. So that's the handbrake one. And next we got looks like we got an 8mm. They look at 8mm. I could be wrong, but they look like an 8mm. Probably an 8mm on both sides. Where's that? Yeah, somewhere. Just here. Where are you, 8mm? You're around there somewhere. Anyway, there'll be another one on the other side, I'm sure. I guess someone's had this console out before, because that's why it wouldn't pick it up. It's missing at the top there. Unreal. Yep, so that one is an 8mm, I just checked it. And because someone's already taken this off and not put the things back, that means again I gotta go to the wreckers, get another one to help hold that console. So that's what's behind here. Have to do a bit more research. Okay, so onto that console just after that 8mm's been taken out. These have got 2 clips. I just was mucking around, just started to pry this and it unclipped. So this whole thing's unclipping. So it's got a bit of a rubber, another piece of rubber on this. It's probably got some wires. You got another clip that you got to press in there, and a typical traditional cigarette sort of, everyone calls them cigarette lighters, but anyway, heat source. Let's change it from thinking that everyone just has cigarettes. We're not all cigarette people. So here's a burn source. We can start a fire with something like that, or heat something. Okay, that's out. That's another part of the console. Yes, someone's definitely been into this. Unfortunately, why can't people put things back? So it looks like it's missing a screw here. There's a screw there, partly down, another screw there, and another screw there, which is probably holding more part of this console at the back. So we did have a Phillips screwdriver in here. There it is. So just, oh, she's warm in this car. Yeah, it's all part of the process. I'll get these 4 out. Yeah. I also took 2 from up the top and 1 on this corner. Now also be mindful of what sort of screws go where. This one that was at the back is different to these surrounding ones on this corner. They've got more of a roundish sort of groove, sticky outy thing, whatever you want to call that, I don't know. And that one's more like a bolt thread that's at the back on this one, and this one is a pointy threaded one, which was on this one at the corner. So even the way you have different screws can make a big difference on how things go back when you're putting them back together. So try to make sure that you get the right nuts, screws, bolts, all that for the right places. Okay, so next you want to slide your seat forward, because I've noticed some indents there, which I'd say pop out somehow. Might need a flat nose, one sec. Let's throw that down with one hand. So let's see. There you go. 8mm. And it'll be the same. Hopefully the bolts in the other side. It'll be the same on the other side, 8mm. Okay, so we're going around the corner. Put the seat forward a bit. And yes, they actually put the 8mm back. And same little shutter door that you have to get to and take that out. Okay, so I removed that other one. Have a look. It's all gone. So look at this. One finger. The whole thing wants to eject. So it looks like there's absolutely nothing holding the rear part of this console. I want to check what else is going on in the front. Looks like something to do with this surround. And it looks like she's almost out. Just come to the front from wiggling that from when I was just in the back, and I just wiggled it a bit more just sitting here, seeing if there was anything else, and it's literally fallen off this part. So I'm gathering more. I'm gathering that is going to come over the handbrake. Just clip in. This feels like it's got clips. Oh, there we go. And it's got a very fine little wire. So I've got that console out, but I'll show you what you need to do prior to pulling that out as one, which you can't really, well, sort of. These sides have all clips that go down on this, obviously on your sides, and where your handbrake comes out, that handbrake's really wide, so it has to it's good to take those edges off and then have that big gap for it to come over, for the console to come out. So that's all it is, pretty easy.